We are going to take a look at NIO's earnings and talk about what I like about them and what I don't like about them. So with that being said, if you are new to the channel, my name is Tyler. I do welcome you here. If you are a returning subscriber, I do love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, all I ask in exchange for this video, which does take a lot of work, is to make me one like button richer, smashing, tickling, touching, tapping, whatever you want to do, but make it turn blue if you are on a computer. If you are on a mobile device, make it turn black. We are going to take a look at this article to go over all the information you guys need. I do think this is way better than just reading off a balance sheet because we actually have charts that are right here to kind of reflect on, because it's different when you hear numbers instead of actually see the difference in chart form. So we're going to take a look at this. It is titled NIO Q1 2021 Earnings. Overall profitability is finally in sight. Says NIO has reported strong earnings for the first quarter of 2021 despite the ongoing global chip shortage and the attendant slowdown in production. NIO, for the first 3 months that ended on March 31st, 2021, NIO earned $1.22 billion in revenue, exceeding consensus expectations by 14.93% and corresponding to annual growth of over 481.8%. And if you really put it into perspective, on this chart, this is NIO's quarterly revenue, and this is Q1 2020. They were at 193.8 million, guys, and that is why NIO was at penny stock range. They were only doing not even half a billion, not even a quarter of a billion. They were doing 193.8 million. That is tiny compared to where they are now. And in Q4 2020, they did over 1 billion in revenue, 1,017,800,000 in revenue. And then their consensus estimate was 1,660,000,000. And then in Q1 2021, they did 1.22 billion, like I said. So that is a healthy, definitely a healthy growth rate from Q4 2020 going up over 200 million in revenue. That is definitely good. So no complaints there. On a more granular level, NIO earned 1,130.3 million in revenue through vehicle sales. For additional context, the company's quarterly deliveries for 2020 and Q1 2021 are detailed below. So this is essentially what they are making, what they are delivering, actually, my bad. 3,800 vehicles 2021, 10,300, 12,000, 17,300, and then 20,060. So this is the magical number that is going to tie back into my thesis about what they said. And like I said, it's 20,060 vehicles that they just delivered. So NIO has been working diligently to increase its production capacity. At present, the JAC NIO facility can produce 10,000 EVs per month, 120,000 units per year on a 2-shift schedule. However, as a result of ongoing capacity ramp-up, this facility would be capable of producing 300,000 units by year-end of 2021. Based again on a 2-shift schedule. Additionally, NIO has now begun the construction of the gigantic NIO Park in collaboration with the Hefei municipal government. Once complete, the industrial park will bring the company's total annual production capacity to 1.3 million units, guys. That is incredible. After this factory is done, now I will need to double check it before I put a timeline on how long this is going to take, but 1.3 million units with their battery as a service, guys. This is a long-term trade. This is a 10 to 15 year trade, quite possibly the Tesla of China. And I pretty much thought that for a while now. I mean, once you see their deliveries start to go up like that, that's definitely a good sign. So Q1 2020, the company recorded 45.2 million in adjusted loss from operations and possessed cash and cash equivalents of 7.3 billion, which is a very healthy level. You take a look at this. Yep, cash and cash equivalents steadily going up. All is good there. Finally, the company earned 0.04 in non-GAAP EPS, exceeding consensus expectations by 11 cents. So I mean, a great EPS beat. They're becoming more profitable than analysts had initially expected, or this could actually speed up the time that people are going to expect NIO to be profitable. So that can be good or bad. If obviously demand keeps up, that'll be a good thing. They'll become profitable sooner. Hopefully they reinvest those profits back into the company as soon as they get them. That would definitely be good as well. But if they do start to fall behind for whatever the circumstance is, that could also be a negative. So you can't just be blind to the positives. There can be some negatives too. As far as Q2 2021 is concerned, NIO expects to deliver 21,000 to 22,000 EVs. Moreover, the company expects to earn a revenue of between 1.24 billion and 1.29 billion in the second quarter of the year. As mentioned earlier, NIO has now initiated the construction of the first phase of NIO Park at the cost of RMB 50 billion or 7.7 billion. The industrial park will accommodate over 10,000 R&D personnel and 40,000 technical workers. Moreover, the facility will have an additional production capacity of 1 million electric vehicles and 100 gigawatt hour of batteries, thereby producing a gross annual output of RMB 500 billion or 77 million. So that is absolutely insane. I'm going to need to look at exactly how long it's going to take for this to actually be in fruition, to produce what they say. They'll be at capacity of 1.3 million. So that is 1.2 million. That is absolutely insane. I will double check on that in just one moment. So in another major development, NIO is finally entering the European Union via Norway. To this end, the company plans to hold a press conference on Oslo on the 6th of May 2021. And I do think this can add more bullish momentum to NIO. Definitely them expanding into Europe. That is the second biggest EV market. So that'll definitely be good for the company. And all really does look good here besides one thing. And this is the biggest thing that analysts and bears have been critiquing about earnings, especially this season, is guidance. If you don't have really good guidance of 20% or more, the stock just goes down. Like it's pretty much a rigged game at this point. Even if you be on, you know, top bottom line, you know, your margins are increasing, all of this other stuff, if you guide low guidance like NIO did, then the stock price just gets hammered. So if you guys have any short trades in those, I mean, this could go 50-50. It could be good, it could be bad, just because they beat so well as far as analyst expectations. They beat about 15% on total revenue than analysts were expecting, but they definitely did guide lower. They guided only for a 5 to 10% increase in vehicles delivered for next quarter, and I do think analysts expected that to be in between in the range of about 24,000 to 25,000. So 21 to 22,000 is a little bit under what I think people had expected, or even 23,000. I don't think people expected on the low end of 960 vehicles additional in next quarter. So taking it to 21,000 or taking it to 22,000, which would essentially be 1,960 additional vehicles. So I do think people had expected better guidance. With that being said, I do think the earnings are good, but if they would have guided higher, that would be the icing on the cake we needed from these earnings. But I do think overall they were good. They could have definitely been a lot worse. So it's kind of a mixed bag as to how people will react to this tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see that. But this is a long-term buy and hold for me, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let me know down below in the comments if you are trading this or if you are long-term investing in this. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. As always, show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing, and hit the notification bell if you are not already. I will see you guys later. Peace out.